Okay, so a little bit of update for Speedghoul 2 on E. So been feeling a little bit under the weather, so but yeah, I finished some work, and yeah, here's a little bit of the update for the owners or maybe the potential owners. But yeah, whatever it is, this is unfinished, so there's going to be like parts and bolts and all that kind of stuff that's not all bolted up yet. Some parts I removed for now. But yeah, first off would be the damper, the steering damper. This is a YSS damper, which I think, okay, I'm not very sure, but I think most of the dampers are more or less the same. Maybe the stroke's a bit different, offset, but wouldn't be very far off. So I decided to install the damper on the front side rather than on the tank or underneath, as I don't really see that I have any place that I can install underneath, as I had to use the mounts from the frames. Particularly, I can use the radiator mounts, but I'm not very fond of doing that. Two things. One, I have a extender. Because of my exhaust, I had to extend the radiator like 30 mil forward. So I'm kind of having a little bit of a tight space right here. Number two, I know I'm just not very keen having anything there. And yeah, the dirt and all from the tires gonna go up there. Landing on the shaft, not very desirable. Yeah, and the mounts for the radiator, I don't find that a strong point to hold the damper, even though I know the force is not really that high, but I kind of know that a few, I've seen in the groups that some people had their damper mounts broken from I'm not sure which tab is that, but it's underneath there. So what I did is I decided that I had to try to see if I can get it as close as possible within the chassis and the fork. So if you look at the S1000, the S1000R, this is kind of how they mount. So from the chassis to the fork, and there's an R1 that I've seen also having the same configuration. So that's what they do on the Super Sport. Also the MT10, same thing. So this is currently a 3D print part, a PLA, not the finished part, but just gonna show how it is like now. So it's a little bit hard to see, but if you see these two bolts here, there's two stock holes here that allows you to mount either a frame towards the front, but it's on the neck of the framework, the main frame, the chassis. And I'm very sure this is used on the Tracer model to mount the front fairing frame. Yeah, somewhat very similar to the Tracer. So I figured this because of the thickness here is about 20 mil of frame. So I actually use double. There's two holes here, so I'm using both the holes, and then I'm extending the frame all the way up. This side maybe, yeah, you can actually see this clearer. So this is the actual piece that I made. So it's one piece on the left, one piece, oh sorry, this is the right, yeah, one piece on the right, one piece on the left, bolts through. So this is PLA. This is just a test print to fit up. And how it works is that I remove some of the wires. So anyway, so if you look at it here, this is where the two frames come up from the center frame, and then I have this center piece that goes all the way up, right? That will hold this damper body. I'm supposed to put another washer and a rubber gasket there, so to avoid this thing drooping like this. So this is just a test piece. And on the side frame, where the fork triple is, this is strong. So I'm extending another bracket to get it to hold. So the principle is the same, the main chassis against the fork. No dampers in between, no rubber dams, nothing. It's just directly from the main frame to the fork. So as for now, it's a little bit close, but that's full lock. Okay, goes down the other side, full lock, right? Full lock. Okay. Wait, still a wire here. Damn. Okay. Right. Gotta get the wire secured because that wire is not supposed to be there. That's the test camera wire. Yeah. There's a lot of testing going on here. So anyway, that's lock. That's lock. Okay. Just nice. So the head closes up. Yeah, I got pulled it up, man. It's okay. Just gonna test it out with the head, so it doesn't touch any of the plastics at all. And the adjusters are on this side. It's a little bit tight, but still adjustable. If you really need to push it out, you can actually turn the handlebar all the way out, and then you get the adjuster label and adjust accordingly. This is full. Yeah, that's the hardest. So yeah, that's the one that I've been working on currently. All these parts will be aluminium 3D printed. Aluminium, I'm not sure, but yeah, it will be 3D printed in aluminium. And two things will be required. One would be the windscreen, which I just got news today that it seems that the latest prototype is good. So it may be soon that, hopefully, again, still a bit of time before I can get everything in my hand and then go for production. So, and another one would be the meter mount. Yeah, this is a little bit of a problem. I'm making this using nylon. It's also 3D printed, but it's a lot stronger. This is a prototype, just a PLA print, right? So I needed a new mount in order to make way, because the original mount comes from here. Should I remove the bolts? But it actually comes from here and it goes up and holds the meter there. The old visor, I am very sure you won't have the space to do this. So in order to use this, there's a requirement to have the new visor, but I'll try to see if the old visor will fit, and the new instrument mount. For my case, I actually also installed this, but yeah, that'll be on a separate video. So yeah, that's the damper mount update for now. I still have to work on tidying up everything, get the wirings all up before I can finally get it to properly, I can properly sell this thing. I don't sell until I'm sure that it will work. Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.